Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I am Eyebrow. Thank you for as many that subscribed, liked, and also learned something from my previous videos. Well, today, as you can see, I have all makeup products laid on my table, and I will be putting you through how I do my straight and simple neutral makeup technique. So I'll be starting with my eyebrows. As you can see, yeah, my eyebrows are not so full. It looks like they're still well laid and all of that, yeah, but I still have like little hair growth underneath. That's below my brow bone, and that's what I'll be taking out. So whenever you want to trim your brows, I'll go through it again. So whenever you want to trim your brows, every hair growth you find underneath your brow bone is what you take off. You're not taking off all the hair. So this is your brow bone, where you feel your bone, where the brow is, that's the brow bone. So every hair growth that you see around below the brow bone, when you brush your eyebrows down, is what you're taking off. And by the way, this is my mirror, the mirror I've always been telling you guys. Okay, this is my mirror. So I'll take off that, you brush it down, take off the hair growth there, then you brush up any excess hair growth around, you take that off. Then you smoothen it out, brush to the side. If you find any hair growth there, any unwanted hair, you take that off. So to draw your eyebrow, this is just simple straight measurement like this, the end of your eye and the end of your nose. That's the end of the brow. Then we have the beginning, then your arch. So where you place your brush, some people have arch naturally, some people don't. So you place the brush, you see, but everybody have the arch. There's no point creating artificial arch. It doesn't always work for everybody. So you create your brow based on what works for you, what's cute on you. That's your own uniqueness, what I'm trying to say. Then you have your arch there. So I'm going to start with mine so that you can have a look and have an idea of what I'm trying to say. So this is mine. So please be very careful when you're trying to do this. If you're not sure of how to trim your brow, don't bother. Just get someone to help you. I'm just taking a very little because my own brows are not so full. Like, I don't have a lot of excess there. We're still going to go through it, so let me just, as we're doing the total view of a simple neutral makeup technique. So you might not be able to like understand what's really going on here until when I'm trying to do the eyebrow alone, you know. So this is my spoolie brush. We call it a mascara one, or the eyebrow brush. So that's what I'm using to do that. So I'm going to the other one, I'm doing the same thing. Please don't forget, your eyebrows are sisters, they're not twins. So you're just going to make them, when you're trying to draw your brows, you're trying to make them look the same. So you're only creating an illusion that they are the same. They're not the same. So don't beat yourself to it when it seems like, why is your brow not the same? They're sisters, they're not twins. brushing it up. I really don't have so much above. This is what happens here. And if you have any excess hair in the middle, you can take that off too. But some people don't like to take it off. You can leave yours if you're one of those. Makeup is an art, whatever works for you anyways. Makeup does not make you look different from who you are naturally. It only enhances what you have. And this is your beauty. So I'm going to be smoothing it out. I'm done trimming and carving my brows. So I'm going to just be smoothing it out. Okay. Yeah. This is my eyebrows. I trimmed and carved for beautiful eyebrows. I got some strand of hair in my mouth. So I'm using Davis pencil. Davis pencil 18. Davis pencil. Make sure you sharpen your pencil. Then also moisturizing my face. So I'm using a L'Oreal Paris Age Perfect to moisturize my face so it doesn't feel too dry. I don't really have this oily face, like that serious oily face that when you finish washing your face you just see oil everywhere and all that. And I do not also have a very dry skin. Maybe it's just my face that's like that though, I don't know, but I don't have this dry skin and I don't have an oily face. I have a normal skin, so I'm just moisturizing a bit so your skin doesn't feel too dry for me. Then I want to use oil control. So my own oil control is Pond's and my face primer. I'm using Rimmel. So I'm using those for my face. I'll be using a tapered brush, my small tapered brush, to take that in. So those places that I feel might probably be oily is where I'm putting my eye control. For those that have oily skin, so I'm doing this first. If your hand is clean, you can use your own finger. I'm using my brush. So I can get to spread easily. and I'm putting it on my eyebrow too. Yeah. Yeah. Have that. So I've used every other thing I need on my face before I'd washed the face. I'd prepped my face, like washed, I've wiped, I've moisturized, and okay, before I moisturized, I'd already put in like a serum. All of that has sat into the skin. So all of these are like every other thing or major things that helps to prepare the skin for the real job. So I used, the next thing I used was this, my primer and my mattifier. So this. So I'm done with prepping my skin. So I'm using foundation Super Stay, Maybelline, and one bronze. That's 336, and I'll be using, because I don't want it to look too bright, too bold, I'll be using same Maybelline and Super Stay, and this is 356. I don't want it too bold, so this shade is darker than this shade. Yes, so I don't want it too bright, I don't want it too dark. So, and the golden rule is less is more, applying bits. So that's what I will be doing, and I'll be using another flat brush to blend that in. Always make sure your brushes are clean and around you, so you don't, everything you want to use mix basically while you apply your makeup, during your makeup session, everything should be around you for easy access. So this is my own technique for a simple neutral makeup look. So I would be posting more videos for close look on each of the stages. So this is my skin work, and my skin is prepped, like my face has been prepped, everything I put, like while I'm doing all of this, everything I applied is sitting into the skin. So you can use your puff, yeah, you can use a flat brush. This is mine. You can use your foundation brush, a stippling brush, foundation brush. You can use a normal flat head foundation brush. You could use a normal, you could use your Real Technique brush. It's also something like this, but it's a bit, yeah, shorter kind of, so they don't always come in this size. It could come in any size. You could use your beauty blender, that's your puff. You can use your wedge, we call it sponge, like, let me be more specific to make it, yeah. So this is a sponge. It can also be used for application, like people use it. So I'm using this small brush so that in case I'm trying to get into tight corners, like here, I don't hurt myself, so that's why. And to be able to spread evenly, I use my small brush first, but I don't have too much on one side compared to the other side. And I start with one side, then build, then spread, blend, then move to the other side and do the same. So that's what I'll be doing now. So please don't try to do makeup in a moving vehicle, because you can hurt yourself. While you're trying to do this really quick, you might just realize you can put the brush, like just poke yourself with the brush. You can put that in your eye and all of that. That's why it's not advisable in any way. So I'm blending it into my hairline, so you don't have this line looking like you're wearing a mask. I'm blending to my hairline. I'm blending it on my brow because I have thick brows naturally, and I want to make it as soft as possible so I don't look all dramatic. For me not to look all dramatic, I'm trying to do that. So this is me. Yeah, so I'm going to do a quick soft highlight. I'm doing a neutral look, very soft. So this is Elegel in Fawn and Elegel in Woman. Woman is lighter than Fawn, by the way. So I'm doing one light shade, one medium shade. So I'm just going to do very quick soft highlight there. So I'm starting from here, down, here, I'm doing the same thing here. Anytime you are doing this, you have to be very fast because it will dry up and create an ash line for you there, and you will not like the outcome. This whole contour and highlight thing is not for everybody. If you have a small face, you don't need to come and put this contour guide. Preferably just do your highlights, like do your strobing thing. So this is mine. From here, just creating a contour guide. You can use your puff. Before I used that. Yeah, I will successfully use my brush to carry out almost everything that happens on my face, because I'm used to using the brush. You can use your puff to achieve that. It's for everything you are doing. Be very careful so you don't poke your eye. So I've done this. Yes, I know everybody's waiting. I've not done my brows. Yeah, the brow, I'll do it very soon. I'm trying to just finish up whatever happens on the face. So I've applied concealers, I've done all of that and all of that. So I can now do my brow. I now want to do my own brow. So I'm going to do this technique then. My next videos, with subsequent videos, I will be showing another style, another way to carry it out. So I tell you, we're going to have beginning and arch. That didn't change. So I'll go over this again, just the brow, soft line under. Yes, some people say, you already have it, thank you. But it doesn't mean it shouldn't be defined. It shouldn't be drawn. So this is my soft arch or arc, anything you pronounce it as. Choice. I'm blending in using my spoolie brush. I'm going to the other side, doing the same. Because the brow are sisters, one of my brow has more hair than the other. So the one that doesn't have enough, I try to feather it a bit. I don't want the brow to look too thick, too dark. So I'm done with drawing my brows. I'm going to be highlighting them, defining. I'm using the same concealers I used initially. Excuse me. So I'm using my flat head brush, eyebrow brush. I'm not using the regular angled brush. That's what I'm doing. So you have to be very careful in doing that. I'm blending it down to my eye, to my entire eye, to even that out. Other one. So I'm just defining the brow right now. Blend down. All the way to my eye. I'm going to do the top. Just don't do this. Don't do this. Put your hand up. Bring it out. Carefully. And blend up. You don't need too much at the top. When you are doing the top, it's either you're using your exact shade of concealer or a darker shade. So I'm doing this. I'm doing the other side. Don't need so much, please. To blend it into so I'm going to be using a small clean brush. Don't worry, we'll still go over this eyebrow and again so that I just couldn't so what I'm trying to do is just blend it out into my skin. If you notice, since the beginning I've been hammering on blending, yeah, because that is so important. The secret to your makeup is a perfect blend. Flawless, perfect blend. So I'm going to be using the former brush that I was using to spread or put the makeup foundation on my face. That single, blend this in. It's not taking forever, but it's always different when you're trying to show someone how it should be. You can't just rush it through. Okay. So here you have this. I'll use a nice spoolie brush to take it in. So I'll be using powder now on my eye to make it matte, and then whatever powder you have, your own powder, to make it matte, so that whatever you place on your eye just sits in perfectly. Now this is the reason for this. If you are putting sand, you're trying to sand fill a place, there's water there, you're trying to sand fill it so that it just gets covered. That's what happened to me right now. I've used concealer, that's liquid, I've placed it on my eye, so I'm using the powder to make it matte. Okay, I'm done with that. So now I'm going to use a blending brush and a matte eyeshadow on my crease. So this is my crease in between my lid and my brown bone here. So people have smaller lid than the crease. So people have smaller crease than the lid. So this is my own crease. It's smaller than my lid. So it won't seem like magic is happening there. In circular motion, you use a soft eye blending brush. So this is what I used. This is my Jaclyn Hill, the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. So I used this and that, so that's why I'll use it again. Very little quantity. Circular motion, blend in from the outer corner to the inner corner. Please don't make mistake by putting it the inner corner out, because once you do that, you're taking here, you're placing it here, you can mess it up. You won't be able to take it off. You've already done that. So it is safer to start from the outer corner. So the excess goes to the outer corner first, then blends into the inner corner. By the time it gets there, you use virtually all the product on the brush, and it's just the crumbs or whatever is left that goes in. Blend in, out, in, circular motion, in and out. Sure it's even, but it should not be too heavy. So I'll be using my primer now, my eyeshadow primer. The purpose of the eyeshadow primer is for your eyeshadow to just sit in place. I know I've applied eyeshadow already, yeah. I'm still going to blend it in. So very little quantity. I'm using Benai eyeshadow primer. So some people use your finger, so you can use yours. I'm using my own brush. It's a very little quantity. I'm using the flat brush to apply that too. So and my Benai eyeshadow primer, I scooped it from its original container, just a little quantity, and put in another one so that I don't waste it. That's why it's not the container you're seeing, but that's what I'm using. So I'm done. So I'm going to use the same eyeshadow palette don't want something too bold or too soft, since I'm trying to create a neutral look. So pat it in. Don't drag. When you drag, you're taking it off. One is dark, one is light, so one would help the other to go soft and calm. So from in, out, blend in, out again, and doing over as many times as possible. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, pat, 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 pat. And doing the other eye now. Always take off excess product from your brush. So you don't have too much on your eye. It might seem time consuming, but I must tell you it's worth the time. Because when you do something the right way and it comes out as beautiful as you want it, you appreciate it better. The same brush I used initially, my blending brush too. Blend it in, same brush I'm using. But now I'm using it like this, so I use this too. But now I'm using this because I don't want it dark. Just to blend my crease and my lid. And the same again. You have to be very careful so that you don't take it to the brow bone and it's still there. So I'm done with that. My eye makeup. So you need to just check if you have any flaw or fallouts there. And I'll be lining my eye, my under eye. I would sharpen it. So I'm using a Eyebrow. Extreme dark. I think this might be a challenge for some people, but every time you want to line your eye, please be very careful with lining the under eye so you don't poke your eye. You have to concentrate on what you are doing. You can't be thinking of any other thing while you are doing this. I'm done now. So I can use my normal flathead brush to get it neat. Neat. There's probably any excess anywhere. Just to look neat and in place. So then I'll use either your gel liner or your liquid liner. So me, I'm using a gel liner. I'm using the LA Girl gel liner. If you can't get it by tinting your eye a bit, forgive me, you can pull it. Just drag your eye. Okay, you have yours. If you want a wing, it's a choice. If you don't want, when you get to the end of your eye, stop. Don't proceed with creating a wing. So I'm going to do the other eye now. I'm going to do this as close as possible to your lash line. Then you build. When lining your eye, the bolder your lid, the bolder the lining. Some people would ask, is it compulsory to line? Yes, please. It's compulsory to line. The purpose of it is to define your eye. Before I lined my eye, I was looking pale and I was looking sick. But this just opens up the eye. So it's only defining your eye. And I just did a moderate, soft and simple eyeliner. No drama. I said it's a neutral, everyday makeup look. So no drama. So I have bolder lid. So I'm only trying to make it look bold and nice. No excess. So I'm going back to my face. I'd already highlighted with the concealer. So I'm going back with this compact powder to set it in before using setting powder. Very little quantity. Don't forget, I said less is more. Applying it. I don't need to put so much on my face. I'm using a normal small head powder brush to soften the edges. I'm going to do that on my nose. I don't have product on my hand again. I don't want to put too much. It's not compulsory. You can't start doing all of this if you are very late. You are so in a hurry to where you are going so you can just use powder to place it there. But for this purpose, I will do this now, then go over it again. I'll just use little of this. I'm taking off the excess. Either you're using benign, S-Pon, Sacha, whatever works for you. Doing this. Very little quantity everywhere I am applying. That is setting a bit. While that is happening, I'll be doing a simple straight powder contour. Very little quantity of a shade or two shades darker powder So because I don't want my nose to look, anything on my face to look too dramatic, I'm making it very light. So I've taken off whatever powder is there, taking it off. Then side of my nose, don't worry, we'll go over this one highlight technique again, so one piano. So I'm done with that. I'll use a blusher just to make the face soft. People ask, is it compulsory? Yes. To an extent, you need a blusher. I'm not using the pink or the peach or I'm using Sleek Makeup blush, and this is the color I'm using. So it's not pink, it's more red, like orange, but like pale kind of shade. So it's just to make the face warm. That's the purpose, just to make your face warm. And I'm not using bronzer. My next video, I'll put every single details up, including bronzer, for those that love bronzer anyway, because some people really love bronzer a lot, some don't. So I want to prep my lip a bit. I've done that before. So some people just do the gloss and they are good to go. So this is what I'm using. This is my lip pencil. Remember, I'm just making something very natural. I'm going to use this just to define the lips much more. The classic lip stain in Eyebrow. Yeah, Eyebrow, and I'll be using Milani lip stain in Precious. My lip liner was Zara. Okay, Zara lip liner. So I'm going to be doing just little of this. And I'm done with my lip. But I don't want it matte, I don't want it oily. So I can apply powder. I'll be like, you have to do all this processes. When do you know that you finish and all that? Yes. So what is doing well. I've not used blush yet, not because I don't want to, but I've not used blush yet because I said, sorry, mind me. I wanted to say mascara. I've used blush. I've not used mascara because powder fallout might be on the lash. That's why I'm using mine last. So if I really want to add volume, I'll take it in, take it out. This is mine. So I'm using this volume. I'm using Great Lash by Maybelline. So I'm going to spray everything I've done. Even if I want to do this, it should look nice, but not. Spray matte finish my neck. So that is that about that. So I'm cleaning my hand and I'm done with my neutral makeup. So this is my own technique on how I do my neutral makeup. So I most want to put my edge in place. And some people are more professional than myself with laying edges. This is my own way, my beautiful way of laying edges. Thank you for watching and hope to have you again in my next video. And please try to subscribe. Don't try, please subscribe, like, comment and share. Take care. Ciao ciao. Bye.